radio.com, 7:30. You know, I get that adrenaline rush every time I get a chance to give stuff away.
I'd imagine so. Those are great gifts given away.
Times 6, Bill.
That's
well,
right.
actually, and then 2 bonus rounds, too.
You can't beat it, man.
No. And we want to congratulate everybody. Don't forget, now, if you'd like to continue to play, all you have to do is go register. Once your name's in, you're there in our Sing and Swing contest.
Easy enough, man.
All right, time for the news brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Nishida with the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. And once again, here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everybody. This just in from Sauter County EMA Director Larry Mullins. Greenup 911 has issued a shelter in place for Meade, 1st and 4th Streets in Flatwoods, Kentucky, until further notice due to a gas leak. Again, Greenup 911 has issued a shelter in place for Meade, 1st and 4th Streets in Flatwoods, Kentucky, until further notice due to a gas leak. Now, last night, Portsmouth City Council voted in favor of an ordinance that grants $4,500,000 from the city's general fund to be used for the remainder of the new city building renovations. That loan will be reimbursed by the issuance of bond proceeds later this year as part of a 20-year plan to pay back the city's general fund. Sauter County Commissioner Kathy Coleman remains in a Columbus hospital fighting the injuries she sustained in a car accident 3 weeks ago. Coleman suffered severe injuries in the crash that took place in Kentucky. So let's continue to keep Kathy, as well as her family, in our collective prayers. Former Ohio State Buckeye wrestler Kyle Snyder has pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct. Here's more from Jay Plyburn.
It comes as part of a plea deal after he was arrested for engaging in prostitution. Snyder was arrested along with 15 other men in a sting earlier this month. Snyder was ordered to pay a $250 fine. It'll be 2 years until he can ask for his record to be sealed. Snyder spoke virtually with no video at the hearing.
I plan on making much better decisions, so thank you.
Snyder formerly won a championship for the Buckeyes, then won an Olympic gold medal.
And the director of the Portsmouth Sauter County Visitors Bureau, Nate Welch, sat down with me and filled me in on a great collaboration with state naturalist Jenny Richards. It's brought about a new program called Natural Portsmouth.
Jenny and I, back in, I think it was like late October, early November last year, we got our heads together and decided to kind of collaborate and partner together. And then we brought more people in with this collaboration effort. It's a lot of people involved with this, but this program called Natural Portsmouth, we really want to bring idea that Shawnee State Park, it's not that far away, but yet you have some natural things right here in the backyard. You don't have to go very far. You can learn about all the great, amazing things that we have in Portsmouth.
Now, the next Natural Portsmouth event is right around the corner, according to Welch.
It's going to be held on June 7th, Saturday, June 7th. Time is 1 o'clock. Probably going to be about like an hour or so program, hour and a half maybe, depending on how many people we get. And we're looking at native plants and pollinators. The location is still kind of be determined as far as where it will begin at, but that is to come later. I will be notifying people via social media, but we'll at least do a lecture portion for about 15-20 minutes or so, and then we'll go on down to the Human Rights Garden.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Hey, Bill, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What you do about these allergies you're being? And get rid of these allergies.
Claritin D.
Claritin D. That'll get rid of them?
It'll hide the symptoms.
Okay. Well, a lot of people right now trying to figure out how to get rid of the allergies because, man, the pollen count is through the roof right now.
It is. Yes, it is.
So we decided to bring in an expert this morning on the Get Up and Go show to try to figure out solutions to solving your spring allergies.
Well, I woke up in the bed of a Ford F-150 with my head hurting so bad it felt like a raccoon was blowing up fireworks behind my eyeballs. I just figured I contracted a brain-eating amoeba from bobbing for apples at the Family Dollar grand opening, but turns out it's just them dang allergies. Head pounding, hacking up the lung, and I went to get Sudafed, but my name is flagged, so they wouldn't cough it up. But my stepbrother-in-law works as a horse thief, So I called him to see if I could get some of them horse steroids he gave me when I was preparing to audition for Naked and Afraid. So I just popped them roids and poof, my allergies went away faster than a shot of Fireball at a divorce party. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Memorial Day is coming up, so I gotta get my body ready for the meat sweats.
Yeah, the meat sweats.
Waking up in the bed of a Ford F-150.
Gotta love menthol Meredith.
Oh, yes.
All right, man. This update brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Nishida, where the care, compassion, roadmap to your recovery begins. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Nishida. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Nishida and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Nishida as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Nishida by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begins. 7:37, it is good morning, and we got downtown 56 and ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Former Buckeye wrestler Kyle Snyder has pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct. Jay Plyburn with ONN affiliate WBNS-TV in Columbus has more.
It comes as part of a plea deal after he was arrested for engaging in prostitution. Snyder was arrested along with 15 other men in a sting earlier this month. Snyder was ordered to pay a $250 fine. It'll be 2 years until he can ask for his record to be sealed. Snyder spoke virtually with no video at the hearing.
I plan on making much better decisions, so thank you.
In Northeast Ohio, a 19-year-old is in custody in connection with a police chase during which a Cuyahoga County deputy fired his gun. Betsy Kling of ONN affiliate WKYC-TV in Cleveland reports.
Cuyahoga County officials say it happened Friday night around 9:30 in Cleveland's Fairfax neighborhood. Deputies were attempting a traffic stop and a deputy opened fire. That's when the suspect drove off, beginning a pursuit, and then crashed into another vehicle at East 85th Street and Cedar Avenue. 3 people were injured and the suspect was later arrested.
The Cincinnati Reds beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-1 for their 5th win in a row yesterday. Cleveland Guardians Minnesota Twins game was suspended in the top of the 4th inning due to rain. It'll be finished today at 6:05 p.m. with a regularly scheduled game to follow 30 minutes after its completion. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
And it is time now once again for sports, brought to you this morning by your friends at Collier Home Medical. And they're there for you, of course, staked out, ready to go, 1661 State Route 522, right across from Kroger. For any home medical needs, call 255-2823. All right, well, Chuck is back in the saddle here again this morning on sports with a smile on his face.
That's right.
Indicates to me that the Reds must have won.
They did it again, Steve.
Oh.
5 in a row. The Reds are on a streak right now. They have pulled one game over the 500 mark, 25 wins, 24 losses, and they are 3.5 games back in the NL Central in 3rd place.
Yeah. You know, it was on this date, remember when the Reds, I think 75, won the National League pennant and the World Series. They were
the start of the Big Red Machine.
They were 18-19.
Oh wow, I never realized that.
Yeah, and then they went on a run, and they won 100 games.
Wow.
And left the Dodgers in the dust 20 games behind.
Gosh, it is kind of ironic you mentioned that 75 team and what a key contributor the late Pete Rose was to that ball club. After so much disappointment last week after the dismal performance on Pete Rose night, falling to the White Sox, the Reds have not lost since.
No, they haven't. And we talked about earlier, you know, there's nothing like the spirit of winning that may have infested some of our beloved players. We'll have to wait and see what. Apparently last night it did. Here's more.
Yep, 7-1, the final score last night. The Reds get the victory. TJ Friedel and Austin Hayes both had 3 hits. Ellie De La Cruz and Gavin Lux each had 2 hits apiece. Will Benson had an impressive-looking double, which occurred late in the game. It was a Pete Rose-like head-first slide into second as he turned that into a 2-bagger. The Reds got the scoring started very early in the game.
Now the 2-1, again not going, and Hayes rips one into left. That's going to drop and go to the wall. Extra bases for Hayes. Ellie on his way to third. He's got the wave. Here comes the relay throw from Kiner Falefa. Not in time. Hayes headed for third. The throw there, late. Hayes in there safely. An RBI double. He goes to third on the throw, and the Reds have a 1-0 lead.
Good base running there. That's how it got started offensively for Cincinnati. That was Tommy Thrall on the call for the Reds radio network. Nick Lodolo was the winning pitcher last night. He went the first 6 innings, giving up 1 run off of 4 hits. The Reds and the Buccos will hook up again this evening at PNC Park for game number 2 of the 3-game series. It'll be a 6:40 first pitch, and you'll be able to hear the affair on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM with coverage beginning at 6:10. Nick Martinez will take to the mound this evening for Cincinnati. As mentioned, the Reds are third in the NL Central standings, 3.5 games back. Yesterday's Cleveland Guardians game at Minnesota was suspended in the 4th inning due to rain. The Twins were up 2-1 at the time. That contest will resume this evening at 6:10. Tonight's regularly scheduled game is slated for 8:10. In high school regular season baseball yesterday, Greene was a winner over West 9-7. Portsmouth shut out Clay 14-0. Unioto doubled up on Valley 12-6. Notre Dame knocked off Chesapeake 14-3. Ironton St. Joe slipped past Paint Valley 7-6, and Northwest ousted Oak Hill 4-2. In Kentucky District Tournament baseball, Russell was a winner over Greenup County 6-2. In high school postseason softball yesterday, in a Division 5 district semifinal, Wheelersburg topped Rock Hill 10-0. In a Division 7 district semifinal, Sims Valley was a winner over Western Pike 15-0. Staying in Ohio, in a regular season high school softball game yesterday, Jackson was a winner over Lynchburg Clay 5-0. Let's go to Kentucky. In district tournament high school softball yesterday, Greenup County prevailed over Lewis County 13-2 in 5 innings, and Raceland was a winner over Russell 16-1 in 4 innings. The NBA playoffs resume tonight with Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Minnesota will visit Oklahoma City for an 8:30 tip-off. And finally, what a beautiful evening it was yesterday just to be out and about, regardless of whether you were watching high school softball, baseball, playing in the yard, pool, working on a car, or playing golf. The Glockner family of dealerships Monday Night Elks Golf League was in full swing. The top 5 finishing teams in team play were Crystal Clean Car Wash, the Glockner family of dealerships, Cottle Financial Services, the Scioto Animal Clinic, and tying for 5th were Counts-Wells Realty LLC and the Scioto River. The flight winners yesterday were Dave Augustine and Mark Harner in A flight. They each shot a 37. Tony Piggott was tops in B flight with a score of 43. Bob Cross and Dan Mullins each shot a 45 to lead the way in C flight. And Sam Franklin was tops among the D flight players with a score of 45. And that is a look at sports.
All right, and we thank you, Chuck. Brought to you this morning by Collier Home Medical. And these folks are great when it comes to bringing it to you and your home, setting it up for free. Just give them a call, 876-9681, and they'll take care of you for that. All right, we'll check traffic weather together on the way.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And traffic brought to you this morning by your friends at the River. And that's Dashing Darren, Will the Thrill, Chasing on Grill, and many more there to make sure that your steak is ready when you walk in at 11 or beyond. This morning we do have, again, a National Weather Service hazardous weather outlook for our area. Basically this afternoon, this evening, but there's going to be a little rumble through here this morning as we're watching a front that's basically to the west of us, but a little bit of it's going to kind of brush through the Portsmouth area. Thunderstorms also expected later on this evening and tonight. Today the county crew work is going to be out on Bennett Schoolhouse Road. I'm sorry, that was yesterday. Today it's Mount Carmel Road, that in Madison Township. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. traffic and service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather a service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
Today's the first alert weather day for some showers and storms that lurk toward the afternoon and evening hours. We'll see a few passing showers earlier and some breaks in there too. Temperatures reach the 70s, and then as those stronger storms come in this afternoon and evening, watch out for some spot flooding as well. Flash flood watch in effect. Temperatures down into the low 60s tonight. Those showers become more scattered on Wednesday. Still a rumble in there, but not severe. Highs in the 70s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.